ladies and gentlemen.
It's Vsauce Michael here.
Nice one.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. First up in the news.
Where did he walk exactly? Like
to the office and then left.
Yo,
Oh, here it comes.
I want to lick the
Oh yeah,
Come.
Oh my god.
Phil on November 25th.
I wanted to find escape route, just in case this was what I thought it was. Luna said, "Why don't you come over here? I won't bite." I said to her, "Do you?"
Yeah, you better stay in there, you fucking
bitch.
I wanted to run away, but she stoked me.
Stoked me.
I thought I was doomed. The smell of hormones filled the air.
As I could feel my heart beating faster
And my dick in Luna's pussy.
Come out of the closet, boys.
Celestia knocked on the door, and the smell of
rated G.
hormones filled
Shut
filled the room. Celestia walked into the room. My penis still in Luna's pussy. Celestia said, "Let me in, or you could go to the dungeon." I said to Celestia on 3 conditions.
Cock.
Firstly, you follow the rules of what I want. Secondary, what? I can call you Tia or KK. And lastly, when my dick is in your pussy, you repent, "I love you."
Repent. Get some glasses.
So, I'm gonna put my name and we're gonna type a review.
Oh yeah, what's the review, boys? What's our review gonna be?
I just have a question.
Poopy,
Nolan,
stinky,
get out.
man.
I would like to read closer.
Still clapping, bitch. Next to words.
Yeah, but you can't click
Dude,
on
you
it. That's the
click on that,
problem.
you dumbass.
Alright, well,
Oh,
there we go.
I'm
Fucking gay.
dead.
After
want to
rereading
die.
this poetic masterpiece 5 times, I have indulged in the deep plot and lore of pony love. I want to die.
I wish my lovely OC Flamestar was in this. It was great. I love it.
Peepee.
Peepee.
I'll be the dude horse in the.
I'll be
In the other one.
anything.
Let me see the character.
Caleb, you don't know how to read.
I know, I can fucking read. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
A piercing stare that makes her gulp.
Pursing.
His eyes were not like his voice. His voice was the most comforting voice she's heard. Since she joined the army, her ranking officer's voice had her feel confident.
Welcome to the 113. I'm Captain Hartman. Now Sparkplug.
No! When she heard Sergeant Rarity... What the fuck? When she heard Sergeant Rarity name, she got excited and thought about home. Home at Bonysville. Her younger brothers. He was too young to head to Vietnam. Rarity was nicknamed Bullseye. It was nicknamed Bullseye for her unbelievable sniping skill. The other day, she killed 5 enemies from 500 yards. In the room, Rarity was putting on camo, or as the female ponies call it, makeup. Brown like the trees, green like the leaves, and black like a... She dyed her hair green from once was a beautiful purple, but she looked fine. Rarity looks in the mirror and sees Twilight looking at her, and she gasps.
Oh my gosh, Twilight.
Oh, that was fucking amazing.
That was
What the
good.
fuck? She runs up to her friend and gives her a hug. She hugs.
It's so good to see you. I'm amazed you look good.
Sparkle says,
Even in the middle of this war, I still have to look fabulous.
Sparkles laughs, and Rarity smiles.
So, you're a sergeant now. That's not.
Is it? Definitely.
No, Twilight blushes from embarrassment. After a couple minutes, she stops. Oh no, yeah, you're right. Let's take that line.
I'm calling up from Scotland.
They saw an area of wild animals from snakes, monkeys, tigers, and monsters that would make a biologist go crazy. Most deadly but non-attacked.
Ponies.
The ponies. Both ponies were mentally lost in the mission, only thinking about the mission. What breaks their concentration is a gunshot. A gunshot is a gunshot.
What? Where did that come from?
Twilight whispers.
It came from the hill.
They crawl to the large hill. It's the edge of a cliff, large cliff, at least 100 feet tall.
Looks like it's the enemy camp.
Twilight looks at the enemy for the first time. They're all llamas, most tan, wearing ragged and torn clothing, all welding AK-47s and their pistols. There's no llama standard sidearms, so they use what they can.
What?
Twilight is watching in her vernaculars. She sees a blonde-haired, gray-skinned pony on her knees. Fuck. They beat the poor pony with their guns, and every hit this pony takes, Twilight heartbeat skips a beat.
Hearts.
The pony is on the ground groaning in pain. Twilight and Hartman yell, and then a shot is fired.
Oh!
Shots fired! Whoa! Oh, war never.
It's fine.
War never.
War never.
Susan Waziski, if you're listening, terminate this channel.
Susan.
I'm gonna say the N-word.
I cried. This was the best piece of literature. This was the best piece of literature I've ever seen / read. I sat here with my cat and cried. Then I fucked her so hard that her tail came off and I shoved it up her ass. Anyways, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Why is this Barack Obama? I splooge. This was I splooge. This was many. This was many guys splooge all over my body pillow and my socks. Went all over the screen.
Very moist.
Indeed, moister than the jungles. Oh, Janamo tutu. Ocean
Make me
man take
me
me.
take me to the land that you understand.
Yeah,
So yeah, over 69 out of 60, 40, yo good.
Can we copy and paste this?
Oh, it's chlor. It's just bleach. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. Don't
Don't do it. Luke.
don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's not funny.
That was so stupid of me.
Shining on her motor, glancing down at his hooves while Rarity, Applejack, Twilight, and Pinkie Pie all glared at him.
All right. Fine,
Yes, it was, brother.
Twilight said gruffly.
Go apologize to Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy.
The little purple pony demanded, using her horn's magic to open the door for Shining. Disgracefully, he trotted out.
Okay.
He said, taking off into a run. The stallion arrived at Fluttershy's tree. He was about to knock on the door when he heard a moaning sound. He listened for a few seconds before knocking.
Just a minute.
A voice responded. It sounded like Rainbow Dash. After a few minutes, the door popped open to reveal Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy peering out of the doorway.
Oh, it's you.
Both of their maids were messed up and frizzy as if they had been doing some vigorous running or something.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I came. What are you two doing anyway?
The girls looked at each other before looking back to Twilight's brother.
Morty. Rainbow Dash and I were both very disappointed and hurt. So after we cried a bit, we came back to my treehouse boredly. We sat around and we played with my bunnies, but it just wasn't fun enough. Then our eyes met and we started making out. Like Zoink Scoop. Which led to other things. Experiments.
Fluttershy's cheeks blushed apple red, her flushed dandelion mane falling over one of her eyes. The stallion looked at the two, obviously confused.
Huh. They had been getting romantic?
He asked himself in his thoughts. Just the thought of the two ponies' saliva exchanging in the hot hair, their midsections grinding against one another. It made him a bit horny.
Would you like to join us?
Asked Rainbow Dash. He pulled his hind legs closer together, trying to hide his boner.
Ah, shit.
At the moment, he didn't even want Candace. Suddenly, both ladies turned their backs and walked back into the tree hut. Dale swishing aside to reveal Shining Armor couldn't control himself any longer. He followed them into the hut, his eyes hungrily locked on their Rainbow Dash laughed, striding over to the stallion and pushing him down on the couch. He nodded as the blue mare pulled herself on top of him, her beard pushing against his chest. Fluttershy got up onto the couch as well, seeing his cock has become fully erect and throbbing, of course. She ran her tongue over the ground, making the stallion shudder with pleasure. Her head far off to the side of his leg, her pussy close to his face. He began to lick her.
Yeah, you like that Shining Armor? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking suck on your toes, little ass bitch. Yeah, I'm Rainbow Dash, dumb stupid bitch. Yeah, fuck you.
The girl stopped, knowing the stallion was close
to his peak, but they both opened their mouths and waited. After a I'm gonna fucking kill you. After a few more licks to his cock, cum came spraying out all over their
That's the sound he made.
After a few more licks to his After a few more licks to his cock, After a few more licks to his cock, cum came spraying out all over their furred faces. Only a little got onto their actual mouths. The rest was on the couch and the table. The girls giggled and turned to each other and began to make out once again, exchanging the mouthfuls of cum they did get.
Yo, Luke, we gotta make out, bro.
So the first one, I'm gonna be real with you guys. The first one wasn't that. The first.
It has to be in the background.
So the first one wasn't that good, alright? I'd say 3 out of 10 at best, you know? There wasn't enough content, there wasn't
gonna
enough
edit all of this
grammatically
out.
correct,
I'm gonna
alright?
cut all of this out.
Please don't. So the second one was just, honestly, a great
It's
glimpse.
just gonna go in the video.
I know it's not. The second one, great glimpse at what it must have been like for our soldiers back in Vietnam.
That was hot. I'm gonna go home and put that in my Google search bar, but I'm gonna make sure I'm in incognito mode. I'm gonna fucking beat my fucking dick to death all fucking night. You understand?
Okay, guys, so that was hot fiction.
That was a completely fucking disappointing waste of time.
Please don't leave me.